Let's solve some multi-step equations. We have an equal sign, so we're allowed to divide both sides by the same number, 2. These 2's cancel out, and so we have x equals 8 divided by 2, which is 4. Now let's divide both sides by the coefficient of the variable a, which is negative 3. We're allowed to divide both sides by the same number. These negative 3's cancel out, so we have a equals 12 divided by negative 3, which is negative 4. This is the same thing as saying that a equals negative 4. Next, let's get x all by itself by multiplying both sides by 3. When we multiply by 3, these 3's cancel, so we get x equals 5 times 3, which is 15. Let's solve this equation here. According to BEDMAS, we can clean up the inside of the brackets. 3 minus 2, which is 1. So we have 2x times 1 equals 2. Anything times 1 is itself, so 2x equals 2. Dividing both sides by 2, we have x equals 1. Another way of doing this question is to use distribution. 2x times 3 is 6x, and 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. We have equals 2. What is $6 minus $4? We have 2x equals 2, and dividing both sides by 2, we have the same result, x equals 1. When we have a fraction equals a fraction, one technique is to cross multiply. We have 5 times x, which is 5x, and if we say x5, we prefer to say 5x instead, with a number in front of the x, equals 2 times 3, which is 6. We then divide both sides by 5, the coefficient of x, and so these 5's cancel. X equals 6 over 5. Another way to do the same question is to multiply both sides by 2. So when we multiply by 2, these 2's cancel on the numerator and denominator. So x equals 3 times 2, which is 6 over 5. Same answer. Again, this question looks like a cross-multiplying question. We have 5 over 1, and we can cross-multiply. We have 5x equals 2 times 1, which is 2. Dividing both sides by 5, we get x equals 2/5. A strange way to do the same question is to multiply both sides by x. If we multiply both sides by x, we have these x's canceling out, so we get 5x equals 2. Thus, x equals 2 over 5. Same answer. We just did this question by either cross-multiplying or multiplying both sides by x. The fastest way when the variable is in the denominator is to say that x equals the numerator 2 over the other side, which is 5. Immediately we have the answer. For example, if we have 7 equals 4 over a, we know that the denominator a equals the numerator 4 over the other side, which is 7. So we immediately have the answer. Let's try one more question. We see some fractions here, so let's cross multiply. We have 3 times this denominator, which we'll wrap with brackets, equals 2 times 4, which is 8. Now we're allowed to use distribution. Feed the dog, feed the cat. So we have 3x plus 3 equals 8. 3x, throwing the positive 3 over, we have 8 minus 3, which is 5. We divide both sides by 3. We have x equals 5 over 3, which is the answer. Just for fun, let's try this a different way. We have 3x plus 1 equals 8. We're allowed to divide both sides by 3. So let's do it. When we divide by 3, these cancel out. So we have x plus 1 equals 8 over 3. Now let's throw this positive 1 over. So we have x equals 8 over 3 minus 1. And we know that 1 is the same thing as 3 over 3. So we have 8 minus 3. The numerator is 5, and the denominator is the same. So we have the same answer.